Hello, hello, hello. Clear some energy. Clear the decks. Clear, clear, clear. Clear my noggin. Clear, 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 clear. Let's hop on over to YouTube. Make sure that everything is a go. And there I am. Yes, I am here. Let's mute that so that when the chat starts, I can see it. Now let's move back because there's a delay on that. Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another read. Welcome all who's being here. I'm clearing some energy as is needed. And I wanted to dedicate today's read to kind of a pre-Christmas vibe. So yesterday we were looking at the energy of the solstice and some of that's bringing in. But today I really wanted to focus and set the intention of the decks that we are looking at a pre-Christmas vibe. Christmas is high stress season. Okay, there's something associated with Christmas called obligation that sends shivers up and down my spine. Maybe it's an autistic thing because I don't like being told what to do. But the obligation of what we endure, we put ourselves in situations that are sometimes exacerbating to our trauma because there's this obligation of family, we're supposed to do certain things. So we're going to ask Spirit to intervene on our behalf and let us know some messages so that we can spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically prepare for that Christmas season. Because we will be going in, and that's where we are most tested. I believe, I'm actually not sure who exactly said it, but it was a Buddhist, I do know that said, you want to think that you're a Zen master, go spend the weekend with your family. And then we'll see how Zen master you actually are. Because that is when you will get tested above and beyond with old paradigms, old beliefs, old ways of thinking, and it will trigger the bejesus out of you. And hey, triggers are a good thing. Triggers are our opportunities to heal. But whilst we are in them, we definitely need to have some tools in place so that we don't get triggered and get reactionary. Okay, so triggers are like ding dong, this is an opportunity for healing, but you can't exactly in the middle of your family dinner necessarily say, okay, I need to go meditate at the present moment in time and withdraw. Maybe you can. That would be a great thing if you could stand up in the middle of dinner and say, I'm going to withdraw myself from this situation right now because this is getting a little too crazy. And if the card didn't align exactly with what I was saying, oh my God, couldn't be better. We got the card no. Yep, no. No, wait, postpone, pause, say no. So here I'm talking about triggers and I'm talking about situations. Somebody's getting into your face. There's expectations, there's obligations, and you're allowed to say no. You are 100% allowed to say no. You are 100% allowed to put a pause, put a pin in it, say, I need time to process what you've just said to me. Excuse me. While I remove myself from this situation right here, right now. Go to the bathroom, put your hands under cold water, or just simply not go to Christmas. Creating some boundaries. I love that this is our first card. I absolutely adore it. It couldn't actually be better. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. Do not put yourself in abusive situations. If the family dynamic in the past has been abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally, in any way, shape, or form, I don't care if Kris Kringle himself is coming for dinner. You don't need to place yourself in harm's way. Okay, so, and find healthy tools and healthy boundaries to keep yourself from getting any type of energies. I'm immediately thinking right now that a really good idea to prep yourself for any family events is to go into the narcissist playlist and find the one on communication tactics that narcissistic individuals use, toxic communications, so you can be aware of it when it's happening to you. Okay, re-listen to that one. It's a good video because it outlines all kinds of toxic communications so that you're not going to get hooked. Because one of the best things that they try to do is hook you into reactionary abuse. So we're not going to do that. That's a no. We're not doing that this year. We're walking away from situations and creating healthy boundaries from situations that we're not going to get sucked into reactionary abuse. When somebody gives you reactionary abuse through sarcasm, mild put downs, backhanded compliments, so go watch that video to remind yourself what negative communication styles look like. But the best way in the moment is, how does this make me feel? What did they just say? How does that make me feel? That makes me feel ick, no, gross, I need to walk away. Then give yourself a wide berth, walk away from the situation, because you can see here in the background, it's electrifying. So it's like getting an electric volt. You know, a nice backhanded compliment. You know, you'd really look nice if you put on a little bit of makeup. Excuse me? I look nice just the way I am. But you don't need to get involved. You don't need to respond. You don't need to anything. You just need to go, And gray stone. Do you guys all know gray stoning? Gray stone is make yourself as boring as humanly possible. So that you're not getting the attention that toxic individuals want. We're going for a Christmas dinner, turkey dinner. You don't make you the dinner. It's a no to making you the energetic dinner. I absolutely love this card. I couldn't be happier that this card was the first card that came up. We are creating boundaries. We are saying no to toxicity. We are saying no to reactionary abuse. We're not getting sucked in. We're going to observe it. We're going to go educated and calm and practice our breathing techniques and practice our... Excuse me. I'm going to have to excuse myself at the present moment in time. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. And just remove yourself, get as far away from the triggers as possible whilst you're there. And then when you're home later on, you can process through the emotions that came up. But I love this. So I'm going to show you again. Look, it's all electrifying, and we're going to take this long path and walk ourselves and create a wide berth between ourselves and any type of triggering situations. Creating some space. Let's hop next into the Shadow and Light Oracle. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, Brooke. We have up next Self-Doubt and Hope. Card number 5 coming in, and we can see here, I'm going to hop into my glasses so I can actually see here. That would be good seeing. It's an interesting head position that she's got herself in. She's kind of like, I don't even know. It's very strange. She's kind of like this. What is happening? No, oh no, she's head down. She's head down. That's what it is. She's head down. So self-doubt. If somebody is making you doubt yourself, question where you're coming from, put you in an energy of unsure and nervousness, and where do I fit in this situation, we're going to again sit in some energy of kinder, gentler energies. Excuse me, I'm going to just sit with this for a moment. I'm not sure how to respond to you. I need some time to think about that. And reassure, self-comfort. All the self-soothing techniques are coming in. We've got some heart energy coming in, and put ourselves in a position of greater hope. So there's that energy there. You can see she's kind of head, she's all, no, I don't know what's happening. So yes, there's There's kind of also like winds coming in and turning and twisting. As we get emotionally like all twisted up in these kind of dynamics with friends and family and connections, we need to ground ourselves, not let ourselves get swept away by that insecurity, that anxiety that comes up. So breath work, taking long, slow, deep breathing as we remove ourselves, create a healthy boundary. Excuse me for just a moment. I need to go to the loo. And then you go to the bathroom and you rinse your hands under cold water and you practice some breathing and you bring yourself back into your center place. Few deep breaths. That's going to help restore us into a place of balance. And when we have balance, we can get back into like, oh, hopefully this is all just going to go okay. This is just, we're restoring some faith in our ability to handle all of the fluctuating energies. I like that. Now let's go into this beautiful white light oracle. I'm liking it. We got all these light oracles coming in today. So white light oracle. Hello Monica, welcome. Oh, we're throwing cards out. There's too many, way too many. Okay. I'll hop into the book for this deck because it has such long, beautiful explanations of things. So let's see what the white light oracle has got to say for ourselves. So let's take that top card. We've got Ishtar's Lion Gate, 888. Well, that's very twinny. My video this morning was a little bit twin influenced. So if you are on the twin camera a second to come back on. I banged it. Properties. Cam links. There we go. Let's go back to Elgato. Okay, cam link 4. Here we go. Sorry about that. Banged all these wires that are in front of me. So we have Ishtar, card number 44. Ishtar's Lion Gate. So like portal energy of some courage definitely coming in. Look at that. That's a beautiful card in there. And I want to go into the book and read about Ishtar. Ishtar's Lion Gate. Lion's Gate is normally the 8th of August. So let's see what, maybe we set intentions back in August and now they're coming up for renewal now in this energy here. So, Ishtar's Lion Gate. Are you ready for this one? Here we go. Your heart. We are doing heart chakra stuff, clearings. That is definitely in line with what happened today, as well as the yin yoga that I recommend today was really heart focused, upper body. I throw in a yin as I do. I'm going to start throwing in yin, recommended yin, daily yins in the Spiritual Warrior Support Group. So if you're not already a member in the Spiritual Warrior Support Group, press the link that's available in the description below and hop on over and join us. And daily, I'm going to recommend the vibe of what yin yoga you should be doing. And today's was all upper body, opening the heart space, opening the shoulders. So we're even starting here. Your heart has a heightened connection with the higher realms of consciousness and light. A blessing, empowerment, and positive omen shall enter your world. Woot woot, we would like some positive omens. Doors will open for you. Abundance and prosperity are heading your way. Take care of your heart. Ask for spiritual assistance and it shall be granted. Something negative is going to transform into something very positive. I'm loving this. We definitely want some alchemization to happen, and this is wonderful. We're coming in with like a lot of crown chakra connected to heart chakra. So balancing the two energy centers is what, when those two are in resonance with each other, heart and head is communicating with each other. We can vibrate out at this much higher magnetized frequency. I love this. Ishtar is the queen of the night, a dark goddess of loss and letting go, but also a priestess of light, who holds the keys to renewal from suffering. She is relentless in her pursuit of the path to true inner freedom. She willingly surrenders her attachments and her identities, even separating herself temporarily from her loved ones, with such boldness and confidence that she crosses into realms where others dare not go. She experiences vulnerability in that she in that state discovers deep truth. Ishtar is the capacity of the soul to integrate our experiences. And after reaching the greatest depths of suffering, she emerges and reinstates upon her rightful throne even greater wisdom, spiritual power, and compassion. In a reading, she is a guardian and a symbol of resurrection. Well, that's pretty cool on a Christmas read, all about the resurrection. You shall rise again. Those who have felt as though their identity or any other marker of security has been torn away from them are her children. They will find their way back to peace and prosperity under her auspices. If you have been suffering, this oracle indicates an end to the struggle is imminent. You shall be restored with so much more than you have lost. Ishtar is depicted as the queen of the night, relief that dates back over 4,000 years from ancient Babylon, which was located in the lands of present-day South Iraq. She is a bird woman priestess with talons and wings flanked by owls and lions. She holds sacred tools, a rod and a ring in her hands, is bejeweled and naked, symbolizing power and freedom. Her symbols are the gate, the 8-pointed star, and the lion. She is considered the goddess of the planet Venus, but the star Sirius also considered the goddess of the planet Venus. But the star Sirius is also sacred to her. It rises each year, marks her ascent from the dark realms, which ensure prosperity and good fortune for the year ahead. Her jewels and the tools represent her great power and effectiveness. The star represents her higher consciousness and loving wisdom, and are a sign of great blessings for your life, indicating prosperity, peace, healing, and love. Well, I am loving that. I'm going to also add in here the 888 frequency will stimulate your soul in its unique way. It facilitates a deep intimacy between the spiritual worlds and the earth plane, an amplification of light, an outpouring of positive blessings for humanity. It is believed by many, if not all, cosmic avatars who come to the earth as advanced spiritual guides hail from Sirius and make their blessings increasingly available to humanity during this opening between the worlds. This oracle brings a message of breakthrough and healing, of significant lightening up your life, the end of deep, challenging cycle in your life. This is a special divine dispensation augured by the oracle of Ishtar's Lion Gate 888, where hope has been difficult to find, or it seems lost, but light shall return and beautiful blessings are destined to unfold in your life. I'm absolutely loving this because we're in the solstice where light is starting to return. We're in the energy of the Christmas. This was the whole point of this, which is all about the rebirth. The sun goes down and disappears for a period of time and gets reborn. The Christ light is reborn through us. You are rising anew. this long stretch that we've gone through darkness in our own awakening path is bringing us home to self, where we can embody our true power that is in balance with feminine, masculine, and the divine. 3/8, 888, an infinite cycle and process of energetic alchemization and transformation. Wow! That's an awesome card. Let's hop into the Priestess of Light, since this all ties in just so incredibly. We're going from light to light to light to light. Lots of light coming in. It is the time of light. Let's bring in some light energy. So Priestess of Light, what messages do you have to share with us for this pre-Christmas vibe, please, and thank you. I like this. Catch up with comments. Here, so many comments. Glad tidings. Hi, B and everyone. Hello, hello. Lots of hellos coming in. Lots of love to everyone. Excellent, excellent. So many little happy emojis are going down. There we go. Loss and lack, fear and victimization is the messages from the Priestess of Light Oracle. I'm going to hop that up over there. I was just talking this morning about the vibe that's we're currently sitting in is the vibe of loss and remembering and feeling of like there's an energetic lack of something as we're moving into this Christmas season that's all about expectation of what life should look like. You know, the Norman Rockwell view of what life is like. And so as we're leading up to the energy of Christmas where the light is going to be born anew, you might be sitting in a little bit of more grief to be squeezed on out. And fears of being alone and being isolated and being victimized. And so you can see this Priestess here, which ties into the energy that we just had, has an owl sitting on her shoulder. She is connected to spirit. She can alchemize through the shadowy elements. So let the shadows come up and be released now so that when we step forth into the new, and that's what we're doing, we're stepping forth. This is card number 34. We are able to do so grounded and seeing things from third eye, seeing things from a higher perspective, which is going to be very useful because when we're seeing things clearly, we're not going to let ourselves get sucked into old dramas and old interactions. When we're in our divine energy of power, we can say no. I'm not doing that again. I can see what you're doing with the sarcasm. I can see what you're doing with the little micro jabs. I can see what these little insults are doing, and I'm just not going to participate. I can steady myself and be in a much stronger energy and just create healthier boundaries. The energy of a lioness coming in, the energy of owls coming in, higher perspective, wisdom. Using our wisdom to navigate difficult situations. Sitting in it. Now, we're going to go to my fattest oracle deck here and see what kind of archetypal energies might be coming into play for us in the next couple of days, both within self and perhaps within others. This is the Carolyn Miss Archetype deck, which is huge to shuffle. What are the archetypal energies coming in for us? Oh, we've got cards flying. We've got a couple cards here that turned themselves upside down. Okay, I'm going to take all of them. Why not? Why not? They turned themselves up because they wanted to be seen. Okay, so we have a couple of different energies coming in. We have the energy first of the guide. In the light attribute, we have represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Another owl in this mix, another feminine energy holding owl. And we've got a shadow element that could be at play here, which is placing financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So I'm going to let you see that. So first up, we have guide. Do be in your awareness, this heightened state of awareness, that sometimes those that you're seeking help from may be motivated by less than honorable intentions. And so when somebody, you know, in a family situation, you can have somebody that's always telling you how you should be doing things. What is the motivation? Always ask yourself, what is this person's motivation for like trying to control me in this way? Is their motivation conformity? Is the motivation to make themselves feel better? Is the motivation because they make money out of it? Is the motivation, what is the motivation behind any guidance you are receiving? Same can be said to listening to yourself. Listening to yourself when you give guidance. What is the guidance that you are giving to other people, and listen to it. Because often the advice that you give other people is the exact advice that you need to hear yourself. So be observant of energies of guidance as you're moving forward. If you're telling somebody else what they should or shouldn't do, review that in your own mind. You know, you're having a conversation with a friend and they're telling you about their relationship, and you're like, oh, well, if I were you, I would X, Y, Z. Then take a long, hard look on if you actually, are you actually taking your own advice? Are you actually listening to your own wisdom? That is a surefire. It's like a little mini NLP trick. You can go back to like how you're saying things. Or when you're sending a text to somebody and you're talking to a friend and you're offering advice, unsolicited advice, ask yourself, did they actually ask for this advice? Why am I giving this advice? Why is this at play? So pay attention to how guidance energy is coming out. Because we ultimately are still a student. If you're thinking to yourself, well, I know it all now and I've mastered everything, you haven't, because we're always in a state of learning. So open yourself up to learn from only yourself as well as from others. So guide and student kind of are interconnected on two ends of a spectrum there. The light attribute of the student is humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. The shadow attribute is arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, an unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Do you keep saying the same thing over and over again to somebody and they just are not learning from it? Then you need to just stop offering the same guidance over and over and let them figure things out for themselves. Oftentimes, we want to help other people and we jump in swooping. So if you're thinking, I'm going to just jump in and help all my family members and help all my thing because I'm enlightened now and I've gone through spiritual awakening so I can see things at a so much higher perspective. They still have to do the work themselves. You cannot guide people through their own spiritual awakening unless they're seeking guidance. You cannot, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot force them to drink. You cannot force somebody else to heal. You cannot force somebody else to wake up. It's not even your problem to try to educate anybody. It's not. It's their problem to try to educate themselves and seek out advice when and if they need it. So those are some energies that are coming into play here of just be observant of what kind of energies you're talking about. We also have the engineer coming in, which is a light attribute. Here we go, engineer. The ability to give creative energy a practical expression, a talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas, versus the shadow element is reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. So this is also, you know, this is taking that guide energy to one step even further. Well, if you just do it this way, then it will be so much better. And just, you know, just load the dishwasher like this. What's wrong with you? Well, what's wrong with them is you just insulted them without even realizing it. So be observant to people that are micromanaging and trying to control how and what you do, how and what you say, how and how you be, because that kind of energy of I know better than you is a little bit of a shadow element of the engineer, whereas an engineer can come up with creative solutions, but they need to actually be asked for those, you know? And it's difficult, listen, especially for neurodivergent people, because we can usually see better ways of doing things, but most people don't want to see that there's better way of doing things. I've spent my entire life through multiple jobs and situations going, well, if you just did X, Y, Z, it would be like way more efficient. And they're like, that's not how we do things. And I'm like, oh, that's too bad, because you'd save yourself hours of labor and costs. But okay, we'll just do things your way. So yes, be advised that sometimes when you try to engineer things to be better, it can emotionally trigger people and set people off because they like to do things their way. The hedonist, this doesn't surprise me coming in for Christmas season, because overindulgence is a big huge warning. Light attributes inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life and celebrates the beauty in yourself, versus the shadow attributes pursues pleasure to the detriment of health and indulges at others' expenses. So it's going to be a little bit of a balancing act in here over the Christmas season to make sure that we're balancing not only our knowledge and our wisdom with what people are ready to hear, so practicing communicating versus moments of silence, as well as communicating when to step in and help people and when to let them figure it out for themselves, when to offer solutions, and when, again, to just allow things to be in the way that they are, and understanding that, hey, listen, I may have elevated because I've gone through this awakening, but those around me are still in the old paradigm. So the best thing that I can do is create a little bit more of a healthy boundary and distance and not overindulge. If you're in uncomfortable energies, that's not the time to go, oh my God, my family's so nuts, I pass over the bottle of tequila and I'm going to just drown my sorrows in that. Or so yes, be observant, enjoy yourself as much as you can without going a little too much into the excessive energies. That doesn't surprise me at all. Let's move next into the Chakra Insight Oracle. Hello, Sabine. Welcome to the read. And see what the Chakra Insight Oracle has to say to us in regards to managing pre-Christmas energy and all the expectations that come with Christmas energy. Let's do another shuffle here. There we go. Will, expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. So I'm going to show you that. We've got some turtle energy happening, or tortoise energy. So this kind of ties into, you know, some of these earlier energies that I was talking about in regards to guide and engineer, as well as hedonistic energy, is maintaining your own personal willpower. And when your personal willpower is in alignment with soul, with your higher consciousness, slow and steady is going to lead the race. You know, that's what this energy reminds me of. You know, not jumping off here and running down this path and I'm going to force this, I'm going to force that, I'm going to create this, I'm going to create that. Just let yourself move along peacefully, slowly. Express what you need to express assertively. So again, peacefully, slowly. We're not jumping into aggressive communication and we're not jumping into passive communication. If our old style is just to put up and shut up, we're going to learn how to say no. That's where we started from in this reading. No, I'm sorry, that's not going to work for me. No, you cannot talk to me like that. No, I don't want another helping of the dessert. It's delicious, but thanks, I'm full. So learning how to assertively express your needs, especially when those needs are in regards to self-control, control over your body, control over your emotions, control over everything, which is very important, because when we're in our own personal will that is in alignment with soul, we have greater direction of how we want to be led in our own life. So slow and steady, not sharp and reactionary, calm and rational, thought out actions is how we're going to navigate through this season. That's card number 30 for my numerical people out there. So we hop in and see if we can get some more animal energies coming in and see what, can't remember, spiritual insight? No, can't remember what this stuff is called. And one fell out in between my legs. Snake. Oh, so we've got Kundalini energy happening. We got some healing happening. The snake is coming in to remind us that maybe we have outgrown some of our old ways of being and old ways of doing. And this will be the testing ground. We've been doing a lot of healing for a period of time on our spiritual awakening, so that when we do go back into those family scenarios, which is exactly where we started from, a Zen master once said, you want to test how far you've healed, how far you've come, how much you've outgrown your old version of selves, is go back and spend some time with your family. So as we're with family, friends, and in situations around the family table, this is your ultimate test of how much healing you have accomplished, how much you've outgrown your old version of self, is when you can sit in an energy where you're in your own personal power and you're able to say, hey, wow, a year ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to calmly react to a comment that person made. That person always triggers me and always says what they need to say. And this time they said what they need to say, and I responded from absolute calm assertiveness. I observed myself getting triggered and feeling the old emotional response, but I did not respond from reactionary, so that I come off looking like the crazy person and I come off looking like the irate person, even though they triggered it and nobody noticed that. They just noticed my reaction to that. But this time I'm coming in power, in that lioness energy of absolute power, this priestess energy of like, I can observe, I see you, I see what you're doing. I've done the healing work. I've sat and outgrown this. I'm not participating in these old little paradigms and these old games. Yeah, just try me. I've been purified through this Kundalini process. I'm not going to respond the same ways that I did. I love the snake energy because it's all about outgrowing our old versions of self. So this is going to be like an exam where you get to finally sit back and observe and see how far you've come. And pat yourself on the back each and every time you catch yourself in a moment where you can say to yourself, wow, the old me wouldn't respond like that. The old me would have been reactionary. The new me is assertive and clear in my communication and calm and not trying to like people please and not trying to fix and micromanage or not using old coping strategies of overindulgence. The old me, when you used to say shit like that, would have gone into the bathroom with a Mickey in my purse and taken 3 shots of tequila. Now I'm fine. Pass, I'm gonna have another cup of tea. I'm good. I'm calm. I'm at peace. I like that for us. I like that. That's a good sign that we've all done the work and we're going to be led into something else. Let's hop in and get a bitch slap from the universe. Why not? Because we can take it. At this stage, we can take almost anything, is what this reading is saying. It's like, we got our shit together. So give it to us. Give it to us. Let's see what the universe has to say to us. Let's see. And there we go. The universe has been waiting for millions of years through trials, errors, famines, war, just for you to exist. You are a badass warrior, and it's time. Show up and make your fucking magic happen. Well, that's pretty darn sweet. Shall we read that one more time? The universe has been waiting for millions of years through trials and errors and famine and war just for you to exist. You are a badass warrior, and it's time. You've done the healing work. You're in that sense of personal will. Show up and make your fucking magic happen. And what that looks like is that calm, steady, balanced place between head and heart, and using your intuitive knowing when to say no and when to say, sure, yeah, I can impart a little bit of wisdom since you're asking. Since you're asking. But I'm not going to impart any wisdom unless somebody's asking. I'm not going in trying to educate you all or change you all or fix you all or use my empathy as a means to like try to manage the situation. I'm going to just do me over here and sit in calmness, observing without the need of unhealthy coping mechanisms while I'm having this dinner. And I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to sit here. Yes, I'm having a lovely time. Thank you. This is pleasant. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I diggity. Okay, let's hop last into Starseed Oracle. I had pulled an extra deck today. If you would like a personal card pulled for you, throw it into the chat now, please, and let me know, and I can pull a card for you. Last card up is going to be from the Starseed Oracle, and see what the heavenly guidance is from above to help us navigate through what can be a very triggering season for many. And that just hopped on out. Whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. I want to read this one. Normally I read this. This is really pretty clear energies. These emotions are really quite calm. So it's good. I'm not seeing like waves all over the place. So we're keeping those emotions in check and clear and zen. Let the whales sing to us. Shall we find out what the whales have to say to us for as we go into at least this one is actually alphabetical. Whale and orca elders. The whale and orca elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love onto the planet, to harmonize it with their song. As they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics. Wow, I have trouble speaking. And their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul's song. Looking into the eye of a whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into your very being, and in an instant you're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you are being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share it with potency. to bow to who you truly are, to stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all, to leave your fears, your doubts, your baggage at the door, to question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. The whale and orca elders want you to give others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings, to drop your hang-ups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note to your soul came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in the 4 chambers of your heart to emanate in all 4 directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song, and endeavor to see the soul of those you meet. So I like this as a kind of final card, because as we go to these events that we are in, all you need to do is be you. That's it. That is the mission, is to be your authentic self, is to not try to manage everything outside of you, is not try to manage everything inside of you, is to just be, is to just allow yourself to be and allow others to be. You don't need to fix others, you don't need to switch and tap dance or twist or prove or anything else. You just need to be. And when people are doing their own chaotic thing and you're like, I'm observing, I'm going to just let you spin out, and I'm going to take a step back and just, okay, excuse me, I'm just going to go into the other room there. I think Grandma needs a cup of tea. So let them do their thing. You don't need to try to explain. You don't need to try to fix. You don't need to try to tolerate. You can just gently and quietly and peacefully move yourself along and be in this higher heart energy of allowing people to be in their wounds without you being triggered by their wounds, because you've done the healing work. That's the magic. The magic is when you're not trying to manage anything outside of yourself anymore. You're just allowing, and you're noticing when it is you need, what you need to do. You're managing you. You're using you to figure out the directions that you need to go, so that if you do need to remove yourself out of the building, you're allowed to do that too. You're absolutely allowed to do that. Thank you very much. This was a lovely dinner. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but unfortunately, I feel like it's time. I'm going to have to leave early this year. No, I'm not going to participate in the games and the arguing and all of that drunken behavior. I'm just going to leave early this year. I love you all, and peace out to you. Right? Wouldn't that go over? What? Yeah, so by you being you, without explaining why you are you or why you are doing what you are doing, you are opening space for a whole new level of awareness for everyone else around you. Anyone want a card pulled in here? I'm going to check. Great advice, tea time, be and let be. Yes. Okay, so I'm not getting anybody reaching out for a card. Let me know. This is the last chance. And if anybody is wanting to book a private read with me at any time, feel free to set up an appointment with me, send me off an email, or get in touch with me via Facebook Messenger, and we can set up a on-camera oracle read for yourself as a treat for yourself over the Christmas, or a treat for somebody else. Can be arranged. And with that said, I'm sending you all my huge love. I'll do a quick review. What the energies were. We're learning how to say no and set healthy boundaries. We're not letting self-doubt take over. We're going to sit in the energy when we're triggered and help transmute any self-doubt into a feeling of hope. I can get through this. I can transmute this. I can heal this. I know that this is just transitory and passing. We've got Ishtar's Lionsgate 888 portal coming in to remind us that, hey, we've got good stuff that's on its way to us now. We've done the work. We can let go of the energies of loss and lack. That was stuff that we had to transmute through. as we've been on this path as a student of life, learning what we need to learn so that we can manage our own energy and not try to fix everyone else around us, but actually just allow things to happen in their own time, in their own way, and not interject ourselves with you should do this. We don't need to go into family dinners telling everybody how they should or shouldn't be. They're on their own timeline. Nor do we need to micromanage every last detail, nor do we need to manage ourselves through unhealthy coping mechanisms that we used to use. We can be in a much more calm, slow, and steady energy as we have done the healing work and shed old versions of ourselves, because we are the badass warrior, and it's time for us to stand in our own personal glory and sing our own song of absolute authenticity. Okay, so that is our roundup of cards. We do have Monica saying yes please to a card, and I'm going to pull one for you, Monica, from the Sacred Sea Oracle, since we just ended up with the Whale Oracles. And I hope everybody has a very peaceful, gentle, loving, kind Christmas season. Imagine is your card, my darling. Imagine what you can look beyond what can be seen. Imagine. So, yes, we're pulling ourselves out from the weeds and moving in to clearer energies. Imagine yourself clearing yourself from all of that old trappings that you used to maybe find yourself in, and now you're moving into a much lighter, brighter, peaceful, joyous, authentic energy. I like that. I would like to imagine myself scuba diving through there is what I would like to imagine. That's for certain. So that all said, mwah, peace out.